There was once a shepherd.
I am so bored.
He thought.
All day long, all I do is watch sheep. All the sheep do is eat. Not only that, all they say is baa.
Munch, munch, munch. Bah, answered the sheep.
Nothing ever happens here. None of my friends come to play. I am the most bored boy in the world,
thought the shepherd. Munch, munch, munch. Bah, answered the sheep.
I wonder if sheep ever get bored,
he thought. He decided to teach the sheep some tricks. He expected the sheep would be happy to learn something new, but none of them seemed interested. Munch, munch, munch. The sheep protested.
What I need is a little excitement,
said the shepherd.
Well, what would be exciting? I know,
he said. The shepherd boy jumped up from under his tree in the pasture and ran all the way into town, yelling,
Wolf! 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 There is a wolf after my sheep!
That boy sure is a running fool.
All of the townsfolk came running as fast as they could to help the shepherd boy protect his sheep. They looked everywhere for the wolf. No wolf in the pasture. No wolf on the hill. No wolf in the forest. One of the shepherd boy's friends stayed with him for the rest of the day to make sure the wolf was really gone.
That was a fun afternoon,
thought the shepherd boy. But the next day, munch, munch, munch. Bah. Life in the pasture was back to boring again. So the shepherd boy jumped up from under his tree in the pasture and ran into town, this time yelling,
Wolves! 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 There are 2 wolves after my sheep!
That boy sure is a running fool.
And just like the day before, everyone came running lickety-split to help the shepherd boy protect his sheep. And just like the day before, they looked everywhere for the wolves. No wolves in the pasture. No wolves on the hill. No wolves in the forest.
They must have run away,
the shepherd explained. One of the boy's friends stayed with him for the rest of the day, this time to see if there really was a wolf.
That was another fine afternoon,
thought the shepherd boy after his friend had left. The next day, just when the shepherd boy was beginning to get bored again, he heard, Lunch, lunch, lunch. Grrr. And lunch, lunch, lunch. Grrr. And lunch, lunch, lunch. Grrr. And there, by the edge of the pasture, were 3 big, hungry wolves. The sheep started running in all directions. And for the 3rd time, the shepherd jumped up from under his tree in the pasture and ran into town, this time yelling,
Wolves! 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 There are 3 wolves after my sheep!
That boy sure is a running fool.
But this time, no one came to help. This time, no one believed him. And the shepherd boy spent the rest of the day looking for his sheep, all by himself.
Oh.
The end.